dance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make
Good morning, class of 2019. It's that time where you can head down to the field and line up. So make your way on down to the field, graduates. Again, want to welcome everyone to McKenzie Stadium. Evergreen Public Schools staff members have invested much into the education of your loved ones. We are proud of our graduates and want to get as many as possible to join in honoring them. To that end, we ask that everyone move to the center of the row in which you are seated to create additional room. Thank you.
secret that you've been keeping now, holding lock and key. I'll put you all night, holding you all night and never leave. You better believe my love is never gonna run dry, never gonna come up empty. Now until the day I die, unconditionally. You know I'm always gonna be here for you. No one's ever gonna love you more than God, your mama and me. God, your mama and me. Unconditionally. God, your mama and me. Every step you take, I'll be sure is your shadow. Every move you make, you know I'm following you wherever you go. Baby, you know my love is never gonna run dry, it's never gonna come up empty. Now until the day I die, unconditionally. You know I'm always gonna be here for you. No one's ever gonna love you more than God, your mama and me. God, your mama and me. Unconditionally. God, your mama and me. God, your mama and me. God, your mama and me. Unconditionally. God, your mama and me.
Good morning and welcome to Mackenzie Stadium. Please remember that in the unlikely event of an emergency requiring evacuation, The exits are at the top of the stadium and on the west end of the field near the scoreboard. Again, in the event of an emergency requiring evacuation, the exits are at the top of the stadium and on the west end of the field near the scoreboard. Also, we ask that you please not stand in the aisles. There'll be somebody walking through the aisles to remind you not to stand in the aisles. We ask you to keep all walkways clear and be in the designated seating areas. Thank you very much for your cooperation and enjoy the graduation.
Here we go. Let's have fun with it. Here you go.
If you are still looking for seats, all the way down on the end, on the west end of the stadium, you'll find some seats. Again, if you see some seats around you and you see people looking for seats, you might wave your hand and make a new friend and invite them on in to sit with you. Enjoy your graduation.
Until the very end, right? One goes back to the beginning.
Good morning, Titans! Happy Saturday, and welcome to the 2019 Union High School Commencement Ceremony. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the performance of our national anthem. This rendition of the anthem is being performed by the fabulous Adriana De Leon Guerrero Bowditch. Take it away, Adriana.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Adriana. Graduates and guests, you may be seated. We at Union have been blessed with so many talented musicians, and at this time we would also like to recognize and thank the nationally acclaimed Union High School Band under the direction of Adam Morell and Tim Cease for their prelude and processional this morning. Band, it has been a wonderful year, and we will remember you. You are now excused. All right. My name is Colton Solari, the male voice of the Titans on the announcements, and on behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to welcome families, educators, staff, friends, guests, and esteemed community members here in celebrating our commencement this morning. I extend a special thank you and welcome to our Evergreen School Board members, Superintendent Mike Merlino, President Julie Bocanegra, Vice President Victoria Bradford, and Directors Rob Perkins, Rachel Rogers, and Ginny Gronwald. I would also like to take a moment to recognize two groups of people without whom we would not be here today. On behalf of my classmates, I would like to thank our families and Union High School staff members. Thank you for your endless encouragement and support, especially in these last few weeks of senior year. Thank you for being by our side every step of our journey to today. Without your support, we would be so much less than we currently are. Class of 2019, please join me in thanking our families and staff with a well-deserved round of applause. Titan family, we collectively are going to make history, and I want to remind you that in whatever you do, as long as you are making a sincere attempt to share compassion and improve others' lives, you will be successful, period. Up here on the precipice of independence, I can't help but think about this experience. It was an experience that was incredibly emotional, and it was terrifying. It shifted my entire worldview and reoriented my priorities. And to give context for this experience, I have to take you back to a naive little freshman boy living in California who thought he was at the top of the world. This was a boy who valued intellect and material success and being right over empathy and altruism and what was right. At that time, I had made an unlikely friend in Mackenzie, an English enthusiast and social justice warrior who happened to be pansexual as well. She was very energetic and extroverted, but many people avoided her or found reason to dislike her because she was so different from everyone else, because people thought all she wanted was attention, and because she never hesitated to stand up for what she believed in. One could make so many assumptions about her, but when I first started talking to her, I decided to try something new. I was committed to assume nothing but the best intentions on her part. As a result, after many days of inspiring conversation, I had made a new best friend, one that has taught me so much about life and perspective. She was so incredibly compassionate and loving and thoughtful towards others. But underneath this effervescent exterior lied someone who was deeply damaged, someone who had severe depression, anxiety, and anorexia, and never could have been prepared for what this led me to. I was driving past Mount Shasta from California up to Vancouver for the first time. It was dark, cold, windy, and raining buckets. A nice little preview to Washington life, I might add. My phone lit up. It was a text from Mackenzie, and I froze. I read it over and over again, and as I put my phone down, not sure how to move forward, I cried. Mackenzie had been grappling with self-harm and thoughts of suicide for a while, but on that night, it seemed that these contemplations were coming to fruition. In my mind, I knew that this was the night that she had planned to end her life. Soon after, she said as much. Give me one reason to continue this hopeless fight. It was a flight or fight moment for me, and in that moment, I had made my choice, and it was to fight. So for hours, I had the most intense conversation of my life. I asked her to write down every little thing that she was grateful for, to think on her future as a mother and a school teacher. She wanted so much to take care of children, and to write down all of her good memories of friends and successes and life lessons. I painted a picture of the inherent beauty of life and nature itself, how it was simultaneously so simple and so complex, so majestic and so powerful. Above all else, I affirmed that she was important and loved, if by nobody else, by me. And after hours, she was convinced. I'm not entirely sure how, but I'm so grateful that she was. There was still much to do to win that war, but the battle was won for a time. Titans, I tell you this to illustrate that Mackenzie is a truly beautiful human being, and her compassion for others is profound. Regardless of what people think of her outward appearance, regardless of the many factors working against her, she has an enormous capacity to make the world a better place. And, Titans, you may not see it, but so do you. This experience ingrained within my heart that everybody, regardless of life circumstance, deserves respect and love. That while everyone is on a different part of their journey, each and every single one of us has the ability, no, the obligation to do what we can with what we have to give, because that's all we can do. It is time to break the confines of our restrictive worldview and look outside ourselves to change the world. My friends, there is much toil, failure, and pain ahead. Make no mistake about it. But more than this, there can be joy, success, and love. And whether we are arbiters of that optimism is entirely our choice. So let's use our newfound agency to make that choice, commit to it, and act. Titans, it is so incredibly easy to assume. It is so incredibly easy to put people in boxes and to place imaginary constraints upon their character based on their race, their gender, their sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, or even their manner of speaking. It is with every fiber of my being that I adjure every single one of you to fight back against this, to give no credence to pessimism, cynicism, and nihilism in your life. I hope that as we attain complete independence going forward, we will do as Harper Lee suggests and walk a mile in another man's skin before adhering to these damaging assumptions. Because when we die, we will not be measured by the money in our bank account, by the size of our house, or by the awards hanging on our walls. We will be measured by how we have made people feel and what we have done to carry the burdens of one another. So if we want people to remember the Titans, let's start today. Class of 2019, I love you all. It truly is a great day to be a Titan. And thank you for the good times. Please enjoy our commencement ceremony this morning, a time of true Titan pride and celebration. And please join me in welcoming our first keynote speaker this morning, Philip Mang. Peace.
Well, Principal Grimstead, Superintendent Merlino, esteemed faculty, parents, my fellow students, thank you all very much. Friends, I've had the privilege of spending time around the world with kindergartners and with heads of state, but I'm particularly honored to join you here tonight. And I'm honored to talk about our story. It's a story that begins with new students from 3 communities and 4 continents molding a new identity. It's the story of students who worked and agonized and cried to finish that project, and of the teachers who kept their classrooms open late to help them. It's the story of diehard fans and those who couldn't find the stadium, joining to rally behind our first football championship. And all the accomplishments you added to our chapter. It's the human story of 500 young people who walked into our gates as wide-eyed new high schoolers and who walk out as wide-eyed new adults. Standing here, I feel the pride in our story, forged through our grit, our tenacity, and the size of our dreams. Congratulations. That pride is well-deserved. But as we step off this stage, we begin a new story, one that will weave through 2 worlds. So today I want to talk about the chapter ahead. We're fortunate to leave Union at a time of extraordinary and accelerating change that is fundamentally transforming the power of individuals to reshape communities around them. In a time when college students can create billion-dollar companies in their dorms, when high schoolers can lead political movements, when young people can create organizations that change the world, our breadth of possibility is limited not by our school gates, but only by the expanse of our imaginations. Our first world is a world of untold opportunity. Few generations emerge as mistrusted as ours, condemned as lazy, weak, unfit to lead. But above the rancor of politics, above the talking head of cable news, we know how much of the future starts with us. It begins in the resolve of those of you who decided that more needed to be done for premature babies, and who then organized and raised more than $70,000 to support them. It begins in the fortitude of students who saw our gorge burn but saw a chance to rebuild, students who sold art, who volunteered, who advocated to have firefighters' backs. It begins in the ingenuity of the young entrepreneur who started his own phone repair business. In the passion of our musicians in America's finest orchestras, in the audacity of the student who, even before she's able to vote, organizes a demonstration to fight for what she knows is right. That's the Union I know. That's the generation we are, undaunted by fear, energized by disruption, confident in the world of opportunity we'll lead. And now let's prove the cynics wrong. The society we inherit, though, does not end there. For next to our world of opportunity is a second world of disparity, of stunning brilliance and shocking ignorance, of strong families and corrupted communities, of immense wealth and the blight of abject poverty. We see it thousands of miles away in the lives of people our own age who share our aspirations, but who are starved of opportunity and denied their rights. And we feel it at home, in neighborhoods we know marked by want and crime, in local schools that still don't deliver the same education to all of our peers, in the bruised dignity of those in our own generation we've overlooked. The challenge of bridging these gaps will not be easy. It will not end with us, but it starts with our generation's example, in our commitment to service, in our lifelong pursuit to see inequities we can only begin to grasp, in relationships we must build, connecting us to those with whom we share only our humanity, knowing that we'll be judged not for whether we expanded the world of opportunity open to us, but for whether we met two worlds and made them one. I'm optimistic. After all, many generations have seen enduring challenges, but none have enjoyed the extraordinary resources we have in our reach to solve them. Potential rooted not only in a changing, more democratic, more connected world, but in the unique story of our own lives as the children of two wars and a great recession, awakened by challenge, strengthened by trial, ready to reject the complacency that the business of change is the business of someone else. My fellow students, this is our moment of validation, one that ultimately demands that we reaffirm the strength of our character. And as we stand here on the mountaintop of our youth, looking towards the vastness of our new frontier, that strength leaves no doubt. We gather here only 10 years since our first class walked off this stage. A reminder that for all our stories, Union is still a young school. Then, our first class speaker beckoned us to find our greatness in making even one life better. Today, you have chosen greatness because when families needed help with food, you organized the care closet so that no Union family would go hungry. When students needed help in school, you came in early and stayed here late so your peers wouldn't be left behind. When we lost a coach, known to so many as an extraordinary mentor and a family man, this community didn't just mourn, it supported families and honored his legacy. And when students were struck with deadly cancers, you raised money, rallied behind families, even shaved your hair in support because this community refused to let them fight alone, not on our watch. That's what it means to be a Union Titan. That's what it means to reach higher. My fellow students, our greatness is rooted in our good. And as long as we summon that good, that commitment to stronger communities, that hunger for a better world, so long as we take, in the words of Dr. King, a stand for that which is true, Union will forever be a young school. Our community will forever exude new promise, and no frontier is beyond our reach. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless Union High School. And it is now my honor to introduce Elena Bryce, Zach Connolly, Cassidy Dustin, Riley McKibben, Sydney Ogata, Riley Rancier, McKenna Sork, and Joseph Tiarina to sing our class song, Gone, Gone, Gone.
I'll be at your door tonight if you need help, if you need help. I'll shut down the city lights, I'll lie, cheat, I'll beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When enemies are at your door, I'll carry you away from more if you need help, if you need help. Your hope dangling by a string, I'll share in your suffering to make you well, to make you well. Give me reasons to believe that you would do the same for me, and I would do it for you, baby. I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, for never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. When you fall like a statue, I'm gonna be there to catch you, put you on your feet, you on your feet. And if your well is empty, not a thing will prevent me. Tell me what you need, what do you need? I surrender honestly. You've always done the same for me, so I would do it for you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. You would never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. You're my backbone, you're my cornerstone, you're my crutch when my legs stop moving. You're my head start, you're my rugged heart, you're the push that I've always needed. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating. For you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. You would never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, for you. You would never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating for you. And long after you're gone, 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 I love you long after you're gone, gone, gone.
Please join me in welcoming our second keynote speaker, Emma DeVore.
I would like to begin with a huge thank you to all of the family and friends here today, the wonderful faculty that has worked with us for the past 4 years, and of course, Union's class of 2019. We did it, guys. We survived the student parking lot. There were definitely a few moments I wasn't sure I was going to make it, but here we stand, unscathed. Well, that alone is an accomplishment in itself. There are many things we have worked for in the past 4 years. And while this is undoubtedly the end of this chapter of hard work, it's the beginning of a new one as well. It's graduation, so I get to be cliche like that. But for these final pages, we aren't just here to celebrate how adorable we were in kindergarten or where we will stand next year or in 10 years. We are here today to celebrate who we are right now. We are athletes. We are musicians. We are artists. We are volunteers and writers and great friends, and more than I can even imagine. However, we have shared these same halls with each other as titans while at Union High School, the same hallways that will forever have new students and new graduating classes. So what did the class of 2019 leave behind? A wrestling state championship? Thousands of community service hours. We hit the stage and brought our childhood to life with High School Musical this winter. In these 4 years, we brought several academic and athletic teams to the state level and we scattered courts for kids around the globe. But I think that bigger than any trophy or prize, any tangible souvenir of these 4 years, we left our fingerprints all over our school, every single day. Not just in the monumental moments, but in the small ones too. Opening a door, chatting in the hallway, bonding over the craziness and excitement of the lives we get to love and the opportunities we have. Every fingerprint you left, no matter how minuscule or insignificant the moment seemed, has molded the lives of those around you. And I believe that fingerprints don't fade from the lives we've touched. In my hallway at home, underneath a pink painted handprint of mine, just a fraction of the size my hand is now, there's a poem that begins. Sometimes you get discouraged because I am so small, and I always leave my fingerprints on furniture and walls. And though I am no longer small in the literal sense, I keep coming back to this quote because we're all still just kids, whether we'd want to admit it or not. Right now is the time we get to be young and free, and right now is the time we get to take on the world together. And though we have made millions of mistakes and left our fingerprints where they may not belong, I can honestly say that it's been a blessing and a privilege to take on the world with all of you. During these past 4 years, it has not been the classroom that has taught me some of the most important lessons that will stick with me forever. It's been the fingerprints of those around me. Together, we have taught each other how to be better friends, better people, how to get excited about change instead of afraid. We have been stressed together and sad together, and taught each other to keep laughing at the little things. But the time we have to leave our fingerprint at Union High School is nearly over. And now we have the opportunity to take our fingerprints to all different corners of the world. So I dare you to run your fingerprints across the globe, wherever you plan to end up, and wherever you really didn't expect to. More than that, I dare you to know your worth. Your fingerprint is as unique as it is irreplaceable to the halls of Union High School and to every person you will come across. This life is yours to mold, to hammer into your dreams, and to be aware, always aware, of the power we hold to change the lives of those around us. While this may be the final page of this chapter, it is far from the end of our story. For we still have millions of fingerprints to leave and many lives to touch. Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce Union High School's principal, Mr. Brian Grimstead.
Good morning. This is the last time I'll stand in front of you and take a picture of you, with your hands in the air forming the U, which means so much. So we need to get a little quick pic. Class 2019. There we go. It is my pleasure to say a few words. This is a special day, and I want to thank the class of 2019 for your support of each other and embracing your time at the U. Collectively, we are feeling many emotions. There are 3 emotions I want the class of 2019 to think about and to feel. The first is thankfulness. Albert Schweitzer said, "At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person." Be thankful for all those who have helped you through hard times, helped you to be the person you have become. Thank you for helping others when they needed it. The second emotion I want you to feel is gratefulness. Alfred North Whitehead said, "No one who achieves success does so without the help of others." The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. Be grateful for your family, your friends, your teachers, your classmates. Be sure to tell everyone who matters how grateful you are that they are in your life. The final emotion I want you to feel is humility. According to C.S. Lewis, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. Graduation is a celebration of you as a class, is a celebration of being a Titan. Today is special because you are an amazing and inspiring community. Be humbled that you've had such a rich high school experience. In conclusion, we as a Titan family could not be more proud of the class of 2019. As a staff, we can only say thank you to you and your families. We have all learned a great deal from you and are thankful, grateful, and humbled by your commitment to the Titan way. Your ability to work hard, to be leaders, and to be nice to each other. Now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. It is my pleasure to confirm that these students, the class of 2019, are receiving their diplomas today as they have met the requirements of the state of Washington and the standards set forth by the Evergreen Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Directors, Superintendent Mike Merlino, I present to you the Union High School class of 2019. Okay, here we go. You ready? Oh, it's... Are we ready? Teachers ready? Okay, now the fun begins. The following senior class officers will present the class of 2019. They will be the first graduates to receive their diplomas. Nicholas Agarpo. Emma DeVore. Jordan Griffin. Ryan Kwan. Riley McKibben. Caitlin Milliken. Madison Schulk. Michaela Schilling. Caitlin Sundstrom. Elizabeth Zundel.
Mariah Bandit.
Kiyomi Boyce.
Charles Capeless.
Lily Capeless.
Amani Chapin.
Madeline Cole.
Sean Gowans.
Aaron Green.
Ayaka Hicks.
James Hu.
Hyung Jung.
Rachel Kinkley.
Alex Koga.
Privy Krishnaswamy.
William Lin.
Philip Mang.
Brandon Phelon.
Andrew Ripley Suter.
Leighton Rushing.
Gurbaj Sharai.
Jenny Wang. Seth Finney.
Slow down a bit, get out here. Slow down a bit.
Elena Bryce.
Shayla Bryce.
Zachary Connolly.
Sophia Hill.
Cassidy Dustin.
Audrey DeLon Guerrero Bowditch.
Riley Rancier.
Ahmed Abdelhalim.
Sydney Ogata.
Homan Farr.
McKenna Sork.
Mehdi Kermervant.
Joseph Tiarina.
Vitor Oda.
Colton Solari.
Manikin Rentrick Arnsong.
Mencia Salazar.
Audrey Angered.
Jordan Acamando.
Isabel Aff.
Leonard Agiki.
Christian Alcorn.
Angelina Alexeyev.
Aaron Allen.
Lena Altamimi.
Jimmy Alverde.
Riley Antilla.
Kimber Aragon.
Kyle Armstrong.
Manuel Arredondo.
Madison Arthur.
Taya Adaran.
Alexandra Azor.
Donovan Babby.
Ilya Babi.
Katie Badalato.
Shane Bayfus.
Heather Bailey.
Jay Bali.
Jonathan Barajas.
Jocelyn Barber.
Marvin Barber.
Laura Barbosa.
Jacob Barnett.
Audrey Beckel.
Shyla Benson.
Nara Benton.
Reagan Bluth.
Tima Bogale.
Cassandra Bolton.
Rebecca Bondar.
Alicia Boucher.
Jensen Bowen.
Ashley Bomer.
Dylan Brock.
Haley Evan Brown.
Bailey Bruni.
Meilani Bumate Goda.
Zachary Butterfield.
Morgan Campbell.
Dalton Cardoso.
Aaron Carson.
Christopher Cottle.
Desiree Sanita.
Jasmine Jaison.
Madison Chamberlain.
Brendan Chapa.
Darian Chase.
Anton Chernobyl.
Spencer Chin.
Deborah Quiche.
Emma Christensen.
Kyle Christie.
Allison Klein.
Aiden Cole. Emma Coleman.
Houston Combs.
Horatio Conde.
Damon Conrad.
Caitlin Converse.
Zachary Convey.
Anna Cortez.
Annika Cottrell.
Andrea Counts.
Camille Coles.
Jonathan Chrysantos Plum.
Jacob Croak.
Kea Crossley.
Jack Cruz Mendez.
Kara Cummings.
Claire Dale.
JC Daly.
Thomas Delgord.
Charlize Damien.
Alexia Dana.
Kaylee Dang.
Andrew Dora.
Alvin Dow.
Michael Davis.
Elise Degerstead.
Morgan Denham.
Nathan DiMartino.
Isabella DiVincenzo.
Alyssa Dolan.
Kaylee Dorn.
Ashley Doyle.
Victor Dryga.
James Durr.
Keith Dye.
Caitlin Dyer.
Erica Juvenko.
Tyler Aker.
Isabel Eastman.
Travis Ebert.
Rachel Ann Egan.
Janae Ekenstam.
Nolan Ennard.
Alicia Irico.
Luke Espasandin.
Brandon Esperto.
Zariah Falpega.
Caleb Farnworth.
Brianna Fair.
Nicholas Felton.
Janine Fernandez.
Andrew Fedosov.
Braden Finley.
Ian Fisher Murphy.
Alexis Fletty.
Travis Flick.
Benjamin Forsyth.
Dominic Fraley.
Jarvis Franklin.
Jared Freeman.
Jamie Frey.
Atali Fuentes.
Kaylani Gamble.
Adam Garrison.
Alyssa Garvey.
Lauren Gurman.
Kian Gentner.
Elizabeth Geppert.
Cody Gilliland.
Sophia Girolami.
Tanya Gladkov.
Bethlehem Gobis.
Hayden Goldbeck.
Alexander Gonzalez.
Brianna Gonzalez Del Valle.
DeQuandre Gooding.
Madison Goss.
Christian Gray.
Shelby Green.
Dakota Grinland.
Vlad Grishko.
Cameron Groda.
Elliot Grubb.
Andrew Geisinger.
Haven Harding.
Alexis Hart.
Lindsay Hayes.
Lauren Head.
Devin Healy.
Annabelle Helm.
Pierce Henriksbo.
Ashlyn Herford.
Daniel Hernandez Buenrostro.
Janet Herrera.
Brandon Hester.
Bo Hilbert.
Hunter Hobson.
Alex Holguin.
Haley Holguin.
Jada Holmes.
Samantha Horton.
Helen Howery.
Tyler Hunt.
Garrett Hurt.
Hip Wynn.
Wesley Wynn.
Congratulations. Tarek Jabakanji.
Takumi Ichihashi.
Haley Jack.
Brooklyn Jackson.
Alec Jackson.
Kalia Jameson.
Evan Jarrett.
Peyton Jeffries.
Jennifer Jang.
Luciano Jimenez.
Noah Johnson.
Sally Johnson.
Niall Jones.
Sam Jones.
Joshua Jew.
Aubrey Uhas.
Zachary Can.
Connor Karpinski.
Ryan Katz.
Bo Kiersey.
Logan Kiersey.
Brittana Kime.
Reagan Kelly.
Sarah Kelly.
Nicholas Kennedy.
Victoria Kent.
Laura Key.
Alonzo Kim.
Aaron Kimes.
Brendan Kinney.
Kian Kirby.
Kaylee Knipe.
Nicole Knutson.
William Kashalik.
Anna Koval in absentia.
Casey Kramer.
Julia Kuzman.
Edward Kutsar.
Riley Ladero.
Hayden Locker.
Allison Langman.
Lamont Lane.
Jamil Lawrence.
Kiara LaRue Hilgers.
Greta Leandre.
Colton Leak.
Erica Liebert.
Noah Ledesma.
Jessica Lynn.
Emily Lim.
Yen Liu.
Katie Lindahl.
Karina Lopez Alvarez.
Juan Lopez Aceval.
Alan Lockney.
Maggie Lore.
Jacob Lucaci.
Elias Lowe.
Madison McKay.
Jacob Mace.
Tanner Makeda.
Jonathan Mandich.
Isaiah Martin.
Stephen Marlborough Bose in absentia.
Thomas Martin. Isabel Martinez. Kelly Mattern. Rebecca McConnell. Ethan May. Audrey McDonald. Andrew McFall. Aiden McEntee. Caven McGrath. Sage McKegg. Adrian McLaughlin. Keaton McMahon. Lara Meehan. Arena Melnick. Dominique Mercer. Mikkel Merlos. Riley Merritt. Gabriel Meyer. Haley Meyer. Owen Meyer. Tori Midland. Aaron Miller. Joshua Miller. Callie Mills. Jonathan Mize. Cody Molyneux. Gabriella Moody. Ashley Morariu. Mariana Moreno. Marina Morningstar. Brenda Moden. Elena Mottsinger. Noah Mower. Malia Murray. Emily Muzzy. Molly Myers. Madison Myers. Vanessa Nava Gonzalez. Sakari Nelson. Ethan Nessman. Alina Nguyen. Min Nguyen, in absentia. Kendra Nguyen. Thomas Nguyen. Morgan Nguyen. Jason Nguyen. Tommy Nguyen. Vanessa Nicasio. Marisa Nichols. Tenzin Norzum. Luis Oida. Dakota Oliphant. Amber Olson. Corinne Ongley. Cameron Park. Tyler Parker. Keisha Parks. Lindsay Parsons. Brian Perkins. Dominic Persinger. Cassidy Pettit. Min Pham. Thang Pham. Paige Phillips. Jaden Picanso. Violetta Porbenak. Julie Powell. Victor Prodi. Maria Rodillo Hernandez. Garrett Ralph. Kaylee Ramey. Giovanna Ramos. Marissa Rascon. Jacob Rausch. Matthew Reese. Thomas Rebick. Trevor Reed. Tiana Reeves. Hayden Reed. Seamus Rainier Gregor. Jared Richards. Mackenzie Ridgway. Samantha Reich. Callista Rivera Williams. Genesis Roberts. Desiree Roberts in absentia. Sydney Robinson. Marissa Robson. Alex Robu. Caitlin Rodriguez.
Michael Dean Rogers.
Giovanni Rojo Aparicio.
Elizabeth Rowden.
Nicolo Ruth in absentia.
Christian Saavedra.
Dimitri Salgor.
Jacob Salvador.
Ashley Sanderville.
Jackson Saylor in absentia.
Jacob Shadler.
Kira Schaefer.
Caden Shank.
Michaela Shear.
Kyle Schwint.
Matthew Senner.
Sophia Shinpa.
Justin Shockley.
Ethan Short.
Albert Sia in absentia.
Zachary Sidaros.
Joseph Ciafelli.
Lauren Slater.
Sydney Sladen.
Ethan Smith.
Serena Smith.
Emma Smith.
Daniel Snedeker in absentia.
Ethan Schneider.
Asher Soika.
Ariana Spencer.
Luke Staten.
Montana Stevenson.
Carter Sutton.
Ellie Scythe.
Lucas Suzuki.
Noah Talavera.
Jason Tang.
Elijahwan Taylor.
Andre Tanita.
Tanner Thompson.
Megan Thompson.
Hayden Threlkow.
Taylor Torres.
Danielle Tracy.
Maria Tran.
Adriana Elizabeth Jott Trumbo.
Ryan Turnauer.
Camden Unrein.
Alexander Vallejo.
Lincoln Victor.
State champs, baby!
Maria Gracia Villases.
Natalia Vinokurova.
Elena Vogel.
Anya Vu.
Lucas Warner.
Krista Warren.
Natalie Weaver.
Zoe Weimerskirch.
Brandon Weld.
Logan Whitaker.
Kylie White.
Michael Whitney.
Kayla Willis.
Chloe Willingham.
Connor Wilson.
Devin Wilson.
Stephen Wilson.
Wyatt Winburn.
Clarissa Winks.
Nolan Whitey.
Bryn Wolbert.
Gabrielle Wong.
Jessica Wood.
Sierra Wooder.
Desiree Woods.
McKenna Wright.
Brianne Zhang.
Emily Yablonskaya.
Kiana Yamamoto.
Maya Yim.
Terrence Yim.
Benjamin Yonko.
Sarah York.
Emily Young.
Kaylee Young.
Curtis Youngren.
Kayla Utsi.
Isabella Paxton Juliet Trumbo.
Parker Wicks.
Christopher Hudson Colden.
Zachary Wilson.
Alina Maniloff.
Ariana Danielle Herrera.
Neo Bumateo.
Demario Yebra.
Good afternoon. My name is Alex Foster Brown, and I am a proud member of Union High School's first graduating class.
Hi, my name is Mark Spiegelberg, and I also walked across this stage 10 years ago with the class of '09.
So you're probably wondering what we're doing here today, 10 years late for graduation here at Union's graduation.
We're here to recognize someone today without whom none of this Union would be here where it is today. Mr. Brian Grimstead. Mr. Brian Grimstead, will you come please up here?
So 13 years ago, Mr. Grimstead took helm at this unknown, unnamed, unbuilt school that was in a large plot of land that was technically out in Camas.
Since that time, with Mr. Grimstead's vision and leadership, that grassy field has become one of the most successful, high-achieving high schools in the entire state of Washington.
"13 years. And if we count the class of 2019, 5,000 graduates later. And Mr. Grimstead is now moving on from the U. And although we wish him the best in his next endeavors and know that Union High School will always be in his heart, his impact will always be a part of the U.
Mr. Grimstead, thank you. To his wife Margie and adult children now, Kevin, Sue, and Jack, thank you for being his foundation. Thank you, Grim, for your 13 years of service, of vision and leadership. Union and its thousands of students and alumni is what it is today because of you. Please accept this gift as a symbol of the appreciation and respect our community has for you and all that you have done for Union High School.
Thank you very much. It really is all about the U, and as the class of 2019 knows, Titans for life. Congratulations, class of 2019.
All right, thank you, everyone. If you're going to the grad party tonight, make sure you report for that on time at Union. Thank you for coming today. Please drive home safely.